we have a special guest. We never do this, but we have a policy superstar with us. Anna Quider is going to come on the stage, come on up, and give us an elevator pitch. If you're wondering what you can do for science funding, Anna's going to tell us right now.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad to be here. I've never been in Texas before. So I'm a New Yorker, so it's been an experience. But thanks for having me here. So I'm actually an astronomer by training. In fact, I'm a graduate school friend from Professor Casey in the back here. I used to study galaxies. I'm a user of the Hubble Space Telescope, the Keck Telescope, in fact, some telescopes on Kitt Peak, which you heard about tonight as well. But I decided to take my career in a different direction and go and dive into the black hole that is Washington, D.C., and fight for science and education. And so, thank you. Thank you. Look, it's a tough job. Somebody's got to do it. My life just became a lot more difficult in the past few days. And so something that I have found is that whenever I speak with audiences of my friends, like Caitlin Casey and others, they don't seem to realize that there is so much that citizens can do to affect the way that federal policy goes and the way that federal funding goes. You may not realize this, and this shocked me. Only 2% of our federal budget goes to all science and technology funding, everything. All the NASA funding and NASA programs you heard about today, National Science Foundation, the National Institutes of Health that are doing all cancer research. I mean, the NOAA, all the research on climate change, all of that is only 2% of our federal budget. So I am there with my colleagues fighting hard to get more money and more federal support for the work that we're doing in science, but we need you. We need you guys to please call your members of Congress, write to them, email them, tweet at them. And particularly, you guys in Austin have an incredible opportunity because Lamar Smith is your member of the House of Representatives, and he is the chairman of the Science Committee in the House of Representatives, one of the most powerful people in charge of federal science in the United States. So I'm just, it's not a political statement for me personally, vote for him or not, but whatever you do, please let him know how much you value science and technology and his support and the support of other members of Congress and the federal government. So, can I take the question?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
So when is the best time to call and about what? And is there some place where you go to get the prompts and notifications?
Yes. Okay. So the question is when is the best time to call, and how do you find out how to do that? What do you say? So here is the thing that this is incredible. I went and worked for a member of Congress for a while to learn how to do this. Members of Congress actually count how many people call and write about a particular topic. And so every member of Congress I'm aware of, every week they have their staff tell them the top 10 issues that anybody has called or written about that week. So the crazy thing is, less than 10% of people in a congressional district write or call their members of Congress. So if you can get like yourself and 50 of your friends to call and write about the same topic, it will almost certainly be in the top 10 issues and make it in front of the member of Congress. So the way that you can do this, you can go to, I think it's house.gov or senate.gov, and that will tell you who your member of Congress is. And then you can just go to their website, and every one of them has a contact us form. Another little trick, most members of Congress have very small followings on Twitter. So I know, right? And many members of Congress themselves, you'll see these often old white men walking around with they seriously tweet at constituents. So you can get into some pretty interesting conversations directly with the member. So you can tweet at them, pick up the phone, you can go on their website, pick up the phone and call them. They all have a DC office and a district office. And when they're here in the district, I follow my members of Congress on Facebook to see when they're holding local town hall meetings. You can go and show up and just raise your hand. Hey, tell me what you're doing about science, because I hear all this great stuff we're doing with these NASA telescopes. I want more of it, or I want, cancer affects me. I want you to fund cancer research more, whatever is of importance to you. But they need to hear from us. So that's my I'm like on this like passionate quest. Oh, and I thought, we tell fun fact. I hear the little fun facts about everybody. So a fun fact about me is I volunteer as the Miss Frizzle at the National Science and Engineering Festival. So, yeah. So if you're in DC for the National Science and Engineering Festival, they have like a big, full, tricked out Scholastic bus. So it's me with like my bus, and then I actually have to have a special person assigned to escort me around because people follow me in the bathroom and try to get me to like do like autographs and stuff while I'm like trying to do my business. So there you go, the life of Miss Frizzle. So, thank you. Thank you.